Thank you. Okay, so why the face-to-face conversation? People are busy, teachers are busy, administrators have got a million emails, parents, everything else going on. I just think it's important to make time for these conversations, partly as a gesture of respect to the teacher, that it's worth my time to come up to your classroom and have this conversation. But I think here are the main points about it. Conversations are quick and efficient, much more efficient than writing up a long, email or evaluation checklists and so forth. It's less threatening and bureaucratic. If it's not written down, especially if it's not electronic, then the teacher is more likely to be receptive to learning and perhaps even to admitting mistakes. Teachers, again, can fill in things that the administrator didn't see. Right after you left, behind you, you didn't see this particular thing, or this is something I'm worried about, help me out with this, so that you can have that fill in. The teacher can disagree. Perhaps the administrator has a different philosophy of the way a classroom should work than the teacher, and they can have a pedagogical debate. And of course, the key thing is, are the kids learning? So what's the evidence of learning? And hopefully a humble administrator, even if they don't particularly like an instructional approach, might say, well, something, I do see in your exit tickets that almost everybody has this, so good for you. Keep doing that. You kind of convinced me there. Teachers can and should in these conversations do some intellectual heavy lifting. They should be actually, kind of thinking things through. Okay, I see what you're saying there. I need to rethink this particular approach. The feedback, of course, can be differentiated. A brand new teacher is going to be handled a little bit differently than a veteran teacher. In some cases, a veteran teacher might be encouraged to write an article, to do a podcast, to give a presentation to staff members, to publish their unit plan. A brand new teacher who might be weeping at the slightest criticism needs to be handled differently with kid gloves, encouragement and support and so forth. And then, of course, in these conversations, these brief conversations, you can get into other things. Teachers can talk about aspirations. They can talk about their dream of teaching another grade level, of working with a colleague, and so forth. So I think these face-to-face conversations, quick in the teacher's classroom, if at all possible, are a wonderful venue for professional development, not only for the teacher, but also for the administrator. You learn a tremendous amount about the struggles they have, kids who are keeping them up at night, worrying and so forth, and also joys, wonderful, funny, moving moments in the classroom. Here's a photograph that I took, or no, somebody gave me of a teacher, and the teacher's on the left there, and you see the informality of this, kind of perched gesturing when you were over there on the rug with the kids, etc. Those kinds of conversations, I think, can be so productive.